Just in case you haven't had enough of British cars, we're going to keep it going. But this time we're comparing the E-type Jaguars with the American flagship sports car, the Corvette Stingray. Let's take a look. The E-type Jaguar originally came with a 3.8-liter 3-carburetor version of the world-renowned XK engine, delivering 265 brake horsepower and achieving a top speed of 150 miles an hour. It was the first Jaguar sports car with independent rear suspension, together with inboard disc brakes. The sleek, elegant body was a refinement of the Malcolm Sayer-designed D-type shape. Early models can be identified by welded-up hood-lubers and flat floor interiors, which provided less space but more cachet. The 3.8-liter engine model had to make do with the rather slow-moving Moss gearbox. But when the 4.2 model arrived, an all-synchromesh box was added, as were improvements to the brakes with more trustworthy power assistance. The coolant system was also upgraded, but the trade-off was that the 4.2 version engine was not as free revving as the 3.8 model. The interior of the 4.2 got reclining seats to replace the thinly covered but comfortable buckets, and the trunk lid had 4.2 added to the jewelry to make it more noticeable. As the E-type evolved from the Series 1 to the Series 2 in the late 60s, it gained some features and lost others. First to go were the distinctive but inefficient headlight covers, and the lights themselves were moved forward. The center nuts for the wire wheels lost their spinners for safety reasons. A Series 2 E-type is also identifiable from behind. The thin, delicate rear lights of the earlier versions gave way to the larger lights placed under the full-width bumper. The exhaust pipes were also spread further apart. Under the hood, the Series 2 underwent further changes. Gone were the polished alloy cam covers and twin Stromberg carbs. The interior was equipped with rocker switches instead of the previous toggle switches, once again in the interest of safety. But what was lost in cosmetics for the Series 2 was gained in drivability. The notorious cooling problems of the early E-types were now well on the way to being solved, and the brakes were much improved. But whether a Series 1 or a Series 2, the 6-cylinder Jaguar XKE represents one of the all-time highs in automotive design and performance. 2 years after Jaguar's landmark achievement, the Chevrolet division of General Motors delivered a classic of its own, the all-new Corvette Stingray. Though perhaps not as sophisticated a design as the Jaguar, it had 327 cubic inches and available fuel injection.
Well, the black car is a 63 fuel-injected roadster. Of course, the fuel injection option was an option back in 63, which was put on the small block engines, a 327 cubic inch, and it develops 360 horsepower. Now, the black example we have here, the 63, does not have many options per se. There was a lot of options available on Corvettes. This one's basically your bare bones car, but with the fuel injected motor, which does make it very desirable and very valuable. The 63, the black car, also has had a full professional body off restoration. It's very well detailed. It's correctly done in terms of authenticity and quality. Just a spectacular car. The blue one that we have here is a 67, which represents the opposite end, the last year, what they refer to as the mid-year Corvettes. The 67 is a carbureted car. It's not fuel injected. It has the 327 cubic inch engine, 300 horse, but it's very, very well equipped with options such as power windows, power steering, power brakes, headrests, factory side pipes, the aluminum bolt-on wheels, and so on and so forth. So both cars are nice cars. My particular favorite, of course, is the 63 fuel-injected Roadster. The mid-year Corvettes, again, between 63 and 67, were essentially all the same body style, and from a distance they all look the same. People that know these cars, of course, will recognize subtle differences. They changed the grills, they changed some of the emblems, some of the feature lines on the side. The 63 that's here, for example, has the 2 panels on the hood, which is the only year that they put those panels there. So the 67 has the backup light right in the center of the body at the back over top of the license plate light, which is easily identifiable. But essentially the cars between 63 and 67 were basically the same body style.
By 1967, the Vette could be had with a mean motor to give it a straight line performance edge over almost anything else on the road. So which was the better car? You decide. But one thing is for sure, both the Jaguar XKE and the Corvette Stingray answer the question, what is a sports car? For more information on the Jag or the Stingray, visit our website at steeldreamstv.com.